to boogie to that music.
Good evening, welcome to the Tuesday Show. I'm Doug Prazak.
That would make me Heather Noble.
That's right. It's Tuesday, April the 15th. It's
Tax
Day. That's right. I hope everybody has filed your forms. Have you done your taxes?
Yes.
No, seriously. Did you turn your taxes in?
No, I didn't, and I should, but
It's the 15th.
I know.
It's 8 p.m.
There's
4 hours left.
Mr. IRS man, you're not gonna get it. I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna pay all these late charges, and I'm broke already, and yeah.
Why didn't you file your taxes?
Well, because my employer sent me one of those little W.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Okay, well, I lost it, so it's somewhere in my house.
You know,
in the closet somewhere.
The IRS has never heard that before. I lost it. That'll be the first time I've ever heard that excuse.
So I have to wait till they send me a new one, and it's all the mail. It's all a conspiracy.
We hope you have done your taxes. Also, I heard the news this morning that Tax Freedom Day is May 9th, and that's the day we work from January 1st until now May 9th. To satisfy our tax bill.
That's when we actually start making some money.
May 10th is like the money is yours, man. But until then,
can we take a break from
no.
Oh.
Tax freedom. 30 million people are filing their taxes today. This one's apparently not, and 6 million are filing extensions today. This one's probably not doing that either. So it's quite the busy day. We have a good show for you tonight. We have some friends from Sulphur Creek Nature Center in Hayward. They brought some friends with them. They brought some friends. One of them is in they guarantee it's in a pillowcase. It's all cinched up inside of a big plastic container. It slithers. That's all I'm saying. I'm not touching it, okay?
We're taking bets about how far he's going to jump.
They've been trying to raise money all day in the newsroom. Here, for $10 will you touch it? No, I will not do that. And also on the show,
we have a couple of local Fremont guys who do Kung Fu, Owen Aurelio and Sean Burgess, and they're going to talk to us what it's like to be an instructor and a student and all that.
Kung Fu fighting, right?
Yeah, everybody was, oh, sorry, my bad.
Don't break out into song, be like the Rosie O'Donnell show and start singing all of a sudden. So that's what's coming up. Also, we've got, don't forget, Alley Bowling.
Hey.
And our final segment, Dinner on Us.
We failed.
We had that whole big thing with Steve and Brianna, or Steven Brianna. We don't know who. They never call back, so dinner tonight's off. It's not going to happen.
You lost out.
Sorry. Right now, though, it's time for the segment of this program where we keep you informed. It's called And Now the News.
Wow.
Stand by, ladies and gentlemen, because Heather Noble's taking her seat. She is now about to deliver the news.
Good evening, and welcome to the news you need to know. I'm Heather Noble. 3 armed burglars interrupted their burglary to take a pregnant woman to the hospital and then returned to finish the job. The pregnant woman developed abdominal pains soon after 3 armed men broke into her apartment. One suspect was left with the woman's husband, while the other 2 used their car to take the woman to the nearby hospital. They then returned to complete their job. All 3 men were shortly thereafter arrested. The second in command of Colombia's anti-kidnapping squad has been arrested for abducting 2 people. Major Manuel de Jesus Lazoda is believed to be implicated in a forced disappearance of a couple in 1995. Lazoda was the deputy director of Colombia's elite anti-kidnapping squad called the Galilea Force. This story is out of Bayou, Louisiana. A man put a friend's tropical fish in his mouth as a practical joke. 36-year-old Stephen Hill Epperson was transported to a local hospital and pronounced dead on arrival. Seems the 6-inch fish got stuck in Epperson's throat. A disabled Florida man wants to supplement his retirement income by leasing one of his kidneys. 60-year-old Bob LaCura placed a newspaper ad offering a 99-year lease to someone in need. The ad reads, "Need a kidney? I have 2 excellent ones. Long-term leases available." LaCura is disabled and unable to work. He says his $550 Social Security check is not enough to live on. But according to Lisa Jaquez of the Healthcare Administration, monetary compensation for organs is illegal. This is the second time LaCura has placed an ad in the paper leasing out his organs. In Michigan, a woman became trapped inside a tanning bed when the device wouldn't open. Fortunately, she had her cell phone on her and called 911. Firefighters were able to free the woman, who could have been seriously injured after prolonged exposure. Firefighters say that the woman is okay and she has quite a nice tan. Donald Edelman of Memphis lost control of his truck when a mouse came out of his vehicle vent. Edelman was listed in stable condition after his truck overturned. The smell from a shipment of pigs in a cargo area of a Lusvina plane set off a fire alarm. The flight was delayed for over an hour. And finally, this week's winner again comes from Los Angeles. Police arrested 24-year-old woman after she was found nude, screaming, and throwing Bibles inside a church. Ilya Mafane was arrested, taken to the Van Nuys jail after neighbors phoned authorities to report strange noises inside the church. When the officers arrived on the scene, they found Mafane completely nude and jumping up and down on the pews, screaming and throwing Bibles. And that's it for the news you need to know. I'm Heather Noble. And hey, it's going well. I think Doug's going to help us out just a little bit with our taxes.
That's right. You know, I was, just before we went on the air, I walked by the hallway outside there, and I saw Nazar Ahmed. He's the host of Microwave Music. He had his papers scattered all about, and you know what, I think we're going to give him a little bit of help here. How you doing, Jennifer? This is Jennifer Alvelo. She was on camera, too, tonight. Look at the camera. She's doing a good job. Okay? All right, let's go out here and help Nazar if we can. Nazar, my man, how you doing? Oh, this
how you doing, Doug?
This is sad, Nazar.
Hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't make roll call.
That's okay.
I've been working on my taxes since last night. I haven't gotten to sleep yet.
And you're working on them out here, huh?
Yeah,
You know, if you write on the carpet, your pen's going to punch through the paper.
I know. I've already had that happen to me a couple of times. Look how many forms I got because of that. I keep on running back.
You know, it's 8:07.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll tell you what, we've got a little bit nicer space out there. Heather's done with the desk. You can sit down up there and write. We're not having any dinner guests tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just show up. So you want to come out there?
Yeah,
Let me
you know
help.
what?
Yeah,
That'd be great.
let's gather all the stuff here. Okay.
I can't believe I procrastinated this.
I know. It must have been all that showbiz stuff gone to your head, huh?
And microwave music. I was cooking and eating.
Cooking and eating.
I wonder if they're going to give me an exemptions for that.
A receipt for Red Robins? What are you going to do with that, man? Oh, well, I'm sure this is important.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Every receipt counts, you know.
Aramark? Come on out here and have a seat, okay? She's just go ahead and have a seat right here, the news desk. She's not using that. And we got a microphone here for you. Okay, put that on. You know how it works, okay? All right, so listen, you got all the forms here. You got the 1040.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the little puncher hole you made in that.
I tell you,
what else we got?
Slipping on that part.
Child and dependent care expenses. Any kids you know of?
Not yet. I don't know.
Okay, we can just set that over there. What else you got? Man, you are in sad shape here.
I'm telling you.
Income tax return for single and joint filers with no dependents, the 1040 EZ.
See, but the thing is, I don't understand what the title says. That's my only problem.
Okay.
So I was trying to work on this line right here, but it says
line?
okay, subtract line 5 from line 4 if line 5 is larger than line 4. Enter 0.
You know, these big boxes here, what it basically is, it says write down how much you made, send it in. That's what they want to do, okay?
Got no money.
We got the tax guide for aliens.
I think Applewhite was using that one.
Yeah, you think so?
Before
there
he took off.
might be some you can use.
What is Nikes?
People's Republic of China, Belgium, Tunisia.
China files.
Yeah, take a look at that. And you got all your receipts here.
Go figure, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. I've been
we've
collecting
got-
all year long.
What is this one here for LaBelle body sculpting?
I try to get some money, and they wouldn't let me model, so I paid them for letting me model for them. It didn't work out too well. They put it in the trash afterwards.
Red Rob. Here's Rayleigh's, a peanut butter sandwich. Now, how are you going to write that off?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Last night I had no food because I've been paying for all these things.
Oh, this one will get you far. A readmission card to Disneyland.
Oh, that'd be great.
$328.97.
Okay.
That's why you weren't here for the show.
Sorry. Maybe I couldn't make it back.
Okay, listen. Now let's go to work here. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Doug.
And just sit down. We'll check in here once in a while. Take care of your forms.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Thanks.
Hey, you know, I did mine 2 months ago.
See,
Already got my refund.
man, Doug, you wanna spot me some of that money there?
No, not at all.
Man,
I'm going to move our demonstration counter here and invite my first two guests on up here. I'm on this one here. Come on in here, folks. With me is Randy Gates and Jean Capozzo. Is that right? Capozzo? Did I get that right? Mm-hmm. Close enough? Capozzo. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in here. They're from the Sulphur Creek Nature Center in Hayward, and welcome to the show, both of you guys.
Thank you.
And first of all, let's talk about just what Sulphur Creek Nature Center is. We can pretty much guess the title. It's located somewhere around Sulphur Creek.
It's at 1801 D Street, which is pretty much just over the line, the Fairview line, which is part of Hayward. And we've been there for 27 years this June. And
wow.
We're on about 7 acres of land, and we're a traditional nature center. We've got a discovery center, and then we've got cages with animals and birds and things like that outside.
Now, the Nature Center is actually part of the Hayward Area Recreation District?
Hayward Area Recreation and Park District, that's correct.
Okay.
We're a special district recognized by the state. We actually are the recreation departments for Castro Valley, Hayward, and San Lorenzo. It's about 5,000 of these special districts in the state, and we're one of them.
Now, the Nature Center, why don't you explain to us exactly what's there? I mean, I can pretty much guess, but I'm going to let you tell the audience.
Okay, great.
What's there? I mean, what's at the Nature Center?
Well, we have a lot of animals.
Okay.
I
was right.
We pretty much do local wildlife, which would set us apart from, say, the Oakland Zoo or something like that. And we make that distinction quite quickly to school groups that come and visit us. We also have a rehab center attached to the Nature Center. It's kind of interesting. We've got a road going down through our complex, and the Discovery Center, where Jan and I work, doing the education side of the house, is on one side of the street, and the rehab center is on the other side of the street. And it's only separated by about 30 feet, but the jobs are very, very different, even though they overlap a little bit. And we rehabilitate local, non-native animals. So if you bring something like a red fox, we'd be able to take care of it, but we'd probably have to find a home for it. If you bring us a sparrow or a starling or a pigeon, we'd probably ask you to release it back where you found it. We only do non-native stuff. That's pretty much what our mission is.
Okay. I'm guessing that the education is probably the main thrust of the center there. Now, you said a lot of school groups come there for tours.
That's correct.
And spend the time educating kids?
Yes,
all age groups?
That's pretty much why we exist. It is an opportunity for schools to make this part of their curriculum. For instance, we had a school right from Fremont here today, Wybell School, came and visited for a 1-hour class. And then, unfortunately, the 2 other classes that were scheduled fell through because of a bus transportation difficulty. But they'll come and spend an hour with us. In some cases, 2 hours. We have about 9 different programs that they can participate in. Your basic program is one called Walk with the Animals, where we'll start out in our amphitheater, talk about why Sulphur Creek is where it is and what makes it a great part of the community. Then we start with mammals. Then we move down to birds. These are outdoor cages. Mm-hmm. Then we move into our Discovery Center, where we talk about snakes and amphibians and turtles and tarantulas and all the other things that we have securely,
I like
nice
the word
and done securely
secure,
on
okay?
cases and things like that.
So, Randy, you're the director, the wildlife education director.
That's correct.
And so you set up the programs then, and are they tailored for different age groups?
Yes, they are. For instance, the Walk with the Animal tour that I just told you about was for kindergartners through 2nd graders. We have a sort of an expanded version of that called Local Wildlife Tour for 3rd through 6th graders. Most of our classes that visit us are 6th grade and below, although we can accommodate junior high and high school students. If they want a more vigorous program, they would probably visit our sister facility called the Hayward Shoreline Interpretive Center. That's the building that's just off of Highway 92 out in the Salt Marsh. They do 1 through 4 hour classes down there. So the district has 2 nature centers that are real valuable to school programs around.
Now, Jan, right? Classes come in, and what kind of things do they get the kids most excited when you've got them corralled there? Don't say the snakes.
Snakes are, kids love snakes. We find that it's mainly the adults that don't like the snakes. But they do love a lot of our birds and the coyotes. They like to howl at the coyotes. And
they howl at the coyotes?
Yeah, I like to give them a chance to tell them, you guys can sing to the coyotes, they'll sing back to you. And usually the coyotes cooperate. Not always, though. Sometimes they just look at us like, go away. But pretty much any of the animals. Once you bring the animal out, the kids are just ready and raring to learn about him.
One of the things we have to stress about the animals in our collection is they can't be released for whatever reason. For instance, the red-tailed hawk that we're going to bring out in a few moments does not know how to hunt. It was removed from its nest before its mother taught it how to successfully hunt. So if we were to let her go, she's perfectly healthy, could fly for hours and hours. She just doesn't know how to hunt, so she would not be able to survive. The coyotes that Jan just mentioned are habituated on human activity. They would probably run to someone's backyard if they were released out in the woods, say, for instance, the hills behind us.
So they're pretty much your charges then from now on.
Yeah. So when we bring out animals tonight, you're welcome to ask what is the matter with them. Sometimes the problem is readily apparent and sometimes it's not. But if we rehabilitate an animal and it is releasable, we release it. That's what we want to do, make it better and let it go.
Get it back. Now, this just doesn't happen for free. Let's get to the important part here. You guys are, I'm guessing, funded partially by the Recreation District.
It's tax revenue by the homeowners of Castro Valley, San Lorenzo, and Hayward. There is also revenue that comes down through the county, of which more and more of that appears to be taken by the state, unfortunately, which makes it difficult. We're actually facing a Measure Q on June 3rd that, if it passes, we'll be able to keep the same level of service. If it doesn't pass, our side of the house will be cut by 30%,
wow,
which may or may not mean that the Nature Center will close an additional day or two. The Shoreline will probably close their facility an extra day or two also. Stuff that people really...
But you can also, you welcome donations.
We do. We always welcome donations. The upkeep of the animals in our collection is very, very expensive. It's one of the largest expenses to run the facility. Also, if you bring an animal there, we ask for a donation also. Right now, there's a lot of animals coming in. It's really going to pick up in the next couple of weeks, and it takes a lot. If it's an injured animal, there's medication. We have 4 vets in the area that donate their time, but their medications still cost, food and things like that.
Before we get to the parade of animals, phone number for Sulphur Creek, I believe it's 881, I remember the first part at least, and there it is, 6747.
That's
and
correct.
You can give that call, and that's people can find out the hours or tour information, all
That's
kinds
correct.
of good
Well,
stuff.
I can tell you that right now. We're open every day except for Monday, and the gates open at 10 o'clock. The park closes at 5, but we have a couple of buildings that close early. For instance, we have an animal lending library where people can actually come and rent an animal, such as a guinea pig, a hamster, or a rat. That closes at 3:30, and then a Discovery Center closes at 4:30.
Good deal. Now, Jan is going to bring out our first guest, and we've got Thor, who I understand is cranky. Am I in sort of danger here?
I don't know if we would really call her cranky, but she has not eaten yet. We offered her food earlier this afternoon, and she just hasn't eaten it yet. Thor, that's a nice masculine name, but she's about as feminine as they come. We thought for many years that she was a male until she laid an egg.
Well, you know,
kind of clued
that
us
would
in
do
very
it.
quickly. Red-tailed hawk, a very, very common bird above the college here. Jan, if you can turn around just a little bit. This is the telltale description of the bird, the red tail there. It might look like a heavy bird, but it's only about a 3-pound bird.
So it's pretty light. But the wingspan is
Probably about 3.5 to 4 feet.
you see there?
The females are going to be a little bit larger, which is usually the case for birds of prey.
And it's real common to our area here. So we see the birds flying around. It's probably going to be...
Probably a red-tailed hawk, although there are about 5 or 6 other kinds of hawks around this area.
And how come Thor is with you again?
She can't hunt for her own. We could put a live rabbit or a squirrel or something in her cage, and she'd probably just look at it all day.
How did you get her? I mean,
It was actually removed from someone's garage, I think it was, about 11 years ago. We've had her for quite a while, and she already had these bracelets on. We use these bracelets here with a little leather strip that's set through that grommet, and then it's attached to a leash. And Jan has this on her glove, wrapped around a couple of times. She has this glove on, by the way. I don't know if you can see with the camera, but these talons are quite large and quite sharp. There's nothing that Thor is trying to do to hurt her. It's just in the muscular action of her clinching onto something to perch that it could pierce.
So it definitely would puncture. Oh, sorry. Did you want to say something to the whole class? Just a gorgeous, gorgeous bird. We can look up for the camera.
If we were to have an animal that would be considered the star of our collection, many people would consider her to be that.
All right. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is it true? Can we take a break? We're taking a break, and then we've got a bunch more things back here, and I'm particularly concerned about the one that says snake on it. I really and truly am. So we're going to take a break, and we'll say goodbye to Thor and see the lights. Stay tuned because the Tuesday show continues right after this break. We'll check on the czar.
You can beat your buddies, your competition, and sometimes even yourself. But can you beat the odds? Whatever your game, give your mouth a sporting chance.
Even the hottest fighter pilot can't face this enemy alone. Become an Air Force physician. Aim high, Air Force.
For nearly half a century, the Morris Animal Foundation has been in the forefront of advances in veterinary medicine, devoted to the health of all the animals that mean so much to us. For more information about animal health, call the Morris Animal Foundation. Toll-free 1-800-530-8530.
You lost your pen?
Found it.
We're back with the Tuesday show. With me is Randy Gates and Jen Capozzo from the Sulphur Creek Nature Center. And she just put away Thor, and what a gorgeous, gorgeous bird. Sort of the symbol for you guys there, huh?
Could be.
And we have a few more guests. And while you were watching that public service announcement, Randy said, should we get the snake out of the way? I suggested building 12, but apparently he meant, should we do that next? And so, okay, you know.
Well, we did
It'll be
have
fun.
Fun, yeah, and fun.
We used to have a snake named Houdini, but he got away. So
Oh, this is just what I want to hear.
no, really, we did have a snake named Houdini. We like using these buckets because there's nothing that excites children more than to see somebody come in the class with a bucket that says live snakes. We also have a bucket that says rattlesnakes on it, but we don't take the rattlesnake out that often. But we do.
Good choice. Oh, jeez.
We do transport them.
Here we go. Here we go.
In pillowcases, which work very well because it's a nice, secure way to transport them. The fabric is usually porous enough that it allows the snake to breathe without any difficulty. And it's nice and soft, so...
I'm sweating here, okay?
I think
need to
Jan
tell you,
tied a
Can they
granny
sense
knot
fear? I know dogs can sense fear.
There's nothing to worry about with this snake.
I should do my taxes outside.
Yeah.
This is a very, very common snake in the hills here. Probably one of the most common snakes west of the Mississippi.
Oh.
But it's very, very...
Man.
well, I don't like using the word tame. It tolerates us. But it certainly tolerates handling by us to use for our education programs. This would be one of the animals we would bring out for our Walk with the Animals tour. Right now, she's sticking her tongue out quite actively to try to get a sense of what's going on. She uses that tongue to sense prey and also danger. While she can smell with her nostrils like we do, she also uses the tongue to pick up molecules of air. So right now she's saying, I'm on television, I guess.
Yeah.
New experience for her.
Now, I'm guessing, I mean, there's a lot of people like me who are just terrified of snakes. And I'm guessing, I'm keeping my distance because it's moving, that this is not harmful to people.
It really isn't.
Can it bite?
It can bite.
Okay.
It has teeth normally to grab on to prey, and snake teeth, aside from the fangs on poisonous snakes, the teeth on this type of snake are pointed towards the back, so that if it catches something and it pulls it into its mouth, and it can't let go that way. A lot of people are scared of snakes because they see movies and things like that. There's one out right now, I think it's called Anaconda, and it's going to get everybody thinking that snakes are 50-foot-long killers.
They are.
They're really not.
I know for a fact. They're 50 feet long, and they kill you. They crush you.
This snake would probably, like, in the wild, would like probably nothing better.
We collected some money, and we want to see you touch it.
I tell you what, you can touch the tail.
You think I can be bought for a buck?
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Yes, you scared me. Whose brainiac idea was that? Okay.
Keep the dog.
I have the end that most people are afraid of.
The tail's not going to hurt you. Come on. Willingly touch it.
There are a lot of school children in the Fremont area looking to you for guidance.
Okay, moving right along.
Okay, if people want to see Sabrina, and this is her name. She's kept
Sabrina.
This is Sabrina.
And she's with you because.
Actually, she's been with us about 11 years, and I think she came to us very young. Sometimes with snakes, there might be things the matter with them, but when you've kept them more than 6 months, there's a requirement by the state that you can't release them back into the wild. They could have caught pet disease or something like that. And the transmission of diseases from pets to wild animals is a problem, and I'll talk about that with the next animal that I bring out.
Good. Let's put Sabrina back. I want to know who in the control room said, have her come out and touch me like that, because let me tell you, it skipped 4 beats. You thought that explosion last week got me. Man, oh man. Well, thanks, Jan. We can just put that. No, just put it back over there. Good. Oh, man. Okay, next. This is okay. This is cool. Who do we have here?
This is Malcolm. Malcolm is a desert tortoise. This is a turtle. Well, it's a tortoise, being primarily terrestrial on land all the time, doesn't go in water. His wild relatives are on the federal endangered species list. Where I mentioned a few moments ago about pet diseases being transmitted to the wildlife population, that is happening with this type of animal right now. There's a respiratory disease that afflicts store-bought turtles, and they are released into the wild by owners who no longer want to take care of them, and it's pretty much done in the population here in California, down in the Mojave Desert.
So what's his name?
This is Malcolm. And Malcolm came to us. He was born in captivity, so there wasn't anything where we took him out of the wild or anything like that. When he came to us, he was about the size, a little bit larger than a ping pong ball.
Oh, really?
And we know that he's a male because of this part right here. That's part of his bottom shell, or plastron, we call it. This part here is used in combat, if you will, when the males are looking for females to mate with. They'll use this part here to kind of push each other around, and sometimes even get it underneath the shell of another rival and flip them over. And one of these guys flipped over on his back. It's
now, how old is Malcolm here?
Malcolm's about 10 years old.
10 years old?
He's not that old, and he's about as large as he's going to get, but he can live quite a while. Pretty much a vegetarian.
Pretty much vegetarian.
We set him out on a nice sunny day like today. We have a meadow in our nature center. He just likes eating clover and things like that. But he would get carrots and what else would we feed him?
Grass.
Okay.
And a little bit of chopped fruit and vegetables.
Okay.
That sounds like a nice meal.
He's not on display, but we use him for education programs.
All right. Okay. And next up, we put Malcolm back in his cage there.
We've got the scaly things out of the way.
Yeah, good.
Our last visitor tonight is a mammal. It's actually a nocturnal, nighttime animal. And this, Jan is bringing out right now, is a Virginia possum. This is Pebbles. Pebbles is in our collection because she is only with 3 legs. She had a fight with a raccoon about 2 years ago, and the arm was so badly damaged that one of our volunteer vets that I mentioned at the beginning of the show had to remove it. We like using them because this is a He likes the camera. This is a animal that people can readily see, hopefully alive, here in this area. Very, very adaptable. They'll eat the trash in your trash cans. They'll eat the cat food you left out last night, the dog food. They'll eat the tomatoes in your vegetable garden. They'll eat frogs, salamanders, newts, snails, pollywogs, everything.
So they're real common to the area.
Just about anything, even carrion.
Now, if you were to see one in your yard or something like that, should you stay away from them, or can they be dangerous?
Well, they don't. If you're worrying about diseases and things like that,
I'm just talking about getting bit.
Okay, you probably shouldn't approach an animal such as this. It does, by the way, have the most teeth of any mammal in North America, except perhaps a dolphin. Very sharp teeth. Sometimes they get in fight with house cats. But if it's out in the daytime, something might be the matter with it.
Okay.
But you might want to call, either let it just do its thing, or call animal control. Maybe they can give you some advice.
And this is a Virginia possum?
Yes, this is not native to California. They have migrated in over the last about 50 or 60 years. They sort of came south, Texas, and then swung up through California, and now they're heading north. And they'll pretty much have the whole West Coast colonized probably another 50 years.
Well, good for you. He's got a little bag of grapes here.
Yeah, and you can actually feed her one.
You want to have a grape? Then we're going to go bowling. You going to have a grape? Good deal. All right. What a cutie.
Another reason why you see so many possums in Fremont is because they're capable of having about 13 babies at one time. So that kind of keeps the numbers up.
Okay, again, the Sulphur Creek Nature Center, located on D Street in Hayward.
That's correct.
And the phone number is 881-6747.
That's correct.
Give Randy a call or talk to Jan and find out more about the Nature Center and arrange for a tour for classes. Or can just people come in and
People can come and visit us.
Come in and see it?
Right now, it's free.
It's free, but donations are readily accepted to keep the center open. Thank you very much, Randy and Jan. Now, as you know, I told you it's time to go bowling, okay? So you guys want to go bowling?
Why not?
Good deal. Let's put the possum back, and where's the snake? Okay, he's in the cage. And Malcolm's sitting still. He's not going to go anywhere.
Malcolm doesn't go many places.
All right. We're going to... How you doing, Nazar?
I'm doing fine. I was wondering, do you think I can put down the possum's 13 kids on child care expenses?
Yeah, go ahead. I think so. I think so. I think so.
Oh.
Okay,
let's correct something.
Let's go, guys. Take your microphone off, and we're going to go out here.
I'll be safe, right, Doug?
You'll be okay.
All right.
Just watch if the bucket starts moving. Move, okay?
I'll be running.
Here you go, Doug. Heart medicine.
Okay, heart medicine. I need my heart medicine. Let's go. We're going to go out here. How you doing, Jenny?
Just
Good.
corrected me on something I said.
Uh-oh, what'd you say? Yeah.
I said that we take non-native animals, and that is completely incorrect.
You take native animals. So you don't want the alligators?
No alligators.
Okay.
So all of them.
Okay, Randy.
Real bowling ball.
Jan, yeah, real bowling ball. Down there at the end of the alley there, you see the pins. And behind the pins is news producer James. Wave, James.
Are we aiming for him?
Yeah.
So do I get points if I completely clear that stack and off to the side?
No, you want to try not. Now, my advice is to stay this side of those grates, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to take that from you. And you've got, that's Excalibur, and this is Dave.
Okay.
Either one, okay? And you get as close as you like there.
How close is that like?
Well, no closer than that, okay? No cheating. Here we go. Uh-oh. Look out, look out. Yeah, he missed it. Whoa, nice one. Nice ricochet.
This is fixed tar out here.
Okay? Now, remember, this side a little bit slower, okay?
Jan, you want to try this one?
Come on, Jan.
Sure.
Somebody's got
Okay.
a hole
It's a
pretty
huge
This
bowling
side.
ball.
No, it's not. It's just Dave. No, don't stay on this side of the grates. There you go.
Yeah, but can't I aim from here?
Okay, okay. I'm just trying to help you out here. Oh, she's got. Uh-oh, look out, look out. Look it. Oh, all right. She got it. All right, Watch here on the monitor. We're going to get an instant replay coming up here in a second, and we'll see that form, that style, getting down the 9 pins. Here it comes. The instant replay, and 9 pins. Congratulations. Nice job. Nice job. Okay. We need one more crew person out here stopping the returning bowling balls. They don't take out the monitor. Randy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Jan, thank you very much for being with the show. When we come back, we're going to find out about teaching Kung Fu and what that's like, and we'll check in on Azar. The Tuesday show continues right after this.
Stop the pain. There's help at the end of the line. Call the Boys Town National Hotline, 1-800-448-3000.
Surprisingly, there's less chance your child will be hit by a speeding car than by skin cancer. 1 out of 5 Americans develop skin cancer. Don't let your child be the one.
You know, you've got like sweat drips on here.
I know, Doug. After all this time, I'm finally done. You know what? I think I still got some time. Don't you think so?
Yeah, you got a couple minutes here. Let's see here. Income amount. What is this amount refunded to you? No.
Well, I put in some numbers. You know, I figure somewhere they're gonna pick up that I did something wrong.
You got all your receipts here.
Got my sculpting released.
Body sculpting.
There you go.
Good deal.
There you go.
Profit or loss from farming? Did you have any of that?
No. I'm thinking of going into it now, though.
Just get that little extra tax right.
Just not strawberries.
Why don't you get that all together there, and then we'll get you on your way, okay?
All right.
Did a pretty good job.
Hey, thanks a lot, Doug, for letting me come over here.
Not a problem. And now let's go over there and Heather, and we're going to find out about Kung Fu. I'm going to watch out for a snake behind me.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I've decided that after the show, Doug has to help me out next because at least he got something done. That's all I'm saying. So sitting here with me, I have Owen Aurelio and Sean Burgess, and you are from a local Kung Fu studio. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. What's the name of your studio?
Buxing Chole Foot Kung Fu Association.
Wait, one more time slower.
Buxing Chole Foot Kung Fu.
And what is that middle part stand for? Kung
Chole
Fu.
Foot?
Yeah.
Kung
yeah. Sorry.
Chole Foot
yeah.
means the fist at the end of the rope. It's characteristic of a punch in the system.
Okay. All right. So tell us a little bit about Kung Fu and how it maybe differs from other martial arts.
Kung Fu is Chinese martial arts, and it's mainly a soft style as opposed to hard style. Long flowing movements, letting the energy out over long periods of time rather than all at once.
Okay. And other styles differ? What are some other styles maybe that they're more like?
Yeah, you see, like when you see people do karate, you see them, like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, a long swing, and you scream at the end. But then in Chole Foot, it's a lot of wide swinging motions.
Okay.
A lot of circles.
Okay. And you guys are instructors and students?
Yes.
And let's say time range. How long have you been studying?
At this school, 2 years and 4 months.
Okay.
At this school, about 2 years.
And you guys both do different martial arts, different styles of Kung Fu, is that right?
Yeah.
So, Sean, tell us a little bit about yours first.
My style is called Wing Chun. It's a lady's art. It was invented by a lady. Her name was Wing Chun. And it's totally different from Chollai foot. Chollai foot has a lot of wide swinging moves, and then everything in Wing Chun is all straightforward. Everything's in the center line, like shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Okay. And what differs? You said it's a woman's. I'm sorry, a woman's style. Is
yeah.
that? Is
well,
that
it's not a woman's style, but it was invented by a woman. Anyone can do it.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. And your style is called
Chollai foot.
Okay.
Boxing Chollai foot.
Okay, and that's what we talked about before. And you guys are instructors of what age group?
All ages.
All ages? Yes. And you get like little kids in there too?
Real little kids.
How often can they start?
Around 4 sometimes, but that's really pushing it.
Really?
Safer to go in about 7.
7?
Where they can understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
It depends on what art. In his art, it's a little different, but in my art, I think they start around 14 because there's some concepts that younger people might not understand.
And can you tell us a little bit about those concepts, maybe?
Just like concepts of redirecting, just instead of harsh blocking when people like force on force, like if someone throws like a huge hook and you try to block it with force, it's more redirecting it.
Okay.
Just basic principles.
So basic principles that maybe younger kids couldn't understand. Okay. So you instruct and you are students as well. Do you take from another instructor? How does that work? Tell me a little bit about that.
We learned from our Sifu, who's our grandmaster, and his son, who is a master. They teach the classes for the adults mostly, and then they have other instructors, Sihings, top students, who go around and help instruct separate groups.
Okay, and I guess we have a tape here of a little bit of demonstration. You can just like explain to us as we go, maybe a little bit about the tape. So sooner or later we'll have a tape. That is, maybe we'll have a tape if we're lucky. Oh, here we go. So is this your studio right here?
This is our studio in the grand opening in 1994.
Okay.
And
what are they doing?
They're demonstrating Chollai foot. The man on the left is a Sifu himself.
Ouch.
And all of his moves are characteristic of Chollai foot, the large, open, sweeping movements.
Now, are these all, are these all like contacts? Like, obviously they're hitting each other, but are these like prepared moves, or do they actually like...
No, he's probably just winging it.
He's probably just winging it. Wow. Alrighty. Wow. So, is there a big possibility for injuries or anything like that?
With any contact sport, there's a possibility for injury. If you go at it just for the art and the style, learning forms, then probably not. But if you go into it fighting, like many people do, then yeah, there's a risk.
So I heard that you hurt yourself. Did you injure yourself? And
always have sprained ankles or wrists. I've gotten a broken nose, toes, little things.
Is there anything you haven't broken? Oh wait, we shouldn't ask. Yeah, but have you also had the same encounters with injuries, or?
No, I'm not as much in the contact as Owen is, but usually because our arts are different,
Yeah.
The people in our class, they do a lot more control.
Okay. And he's over there just going at it, huh?
Yeah.
And you're more into the control aspect.
Yeah, it's like the people in our class, they have a different mentality of thinking, and then the people in his class, they're really
ready
into
go.
it, and a lot of them get really serious about it.
And what you can, like, one of the things that you do, and I know is you do competitions, or you have done competitions in the past. Yes. Tell us a little bit about that. What's that all about?
Competitions most of them are open to any style. So you have people coming in with Korean martial arts and Japanese martial arts, as well as Chinese martial arts, showing off their forms to judges to see who has the strongest form, the fastest, fighting, and just showing general techniques, all sorts of things.
And what's the preparation like for, let's say, a competition?
To do forms, you just study your form all the time.
And form is just the...
Just a sequence of movements, maybe 100 or 200 moves.
Okay.
Strung together.
And you're not like competing. You're just like it's
demonstrating, kind of.
For my lack of language, it's like a dance, sort of by yourself, kind of.
It's like a routine. It's like a routine. kind of like you're fighting people, multiple opponents.
Okay.
But it's all imaginary, just to help you improve on your technique.
Okay. And then another type of competition, like let's say that's individual competition, and then you also spar, or?
There's fighting.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there any like specific rules? I mean, do you just take these people down, or?
Depends on your skill level.
Okay.
If you're advanced, there's usually not too much in the way of rules. But for intermediate, then there's things like you can't hit directly on the face, but anywhere else on the head is okay. Anything on the body, any amount of contact, whatever.
And what about pads? Do they require pads?
Hands and feet.
Hands and feet.
And just a helmet that fits around the top of your head.
No wonder why
face.
I would break everything in my body. I would have to be padded from head to toe in order for me not to break anything. Yeah. So if people wanted to contact maybe your studio or something, or get more information, say the name of it again, because I couldn't.
Buxing, Choi Lei Foot, Kung Fu Association in Fremont.
Okay, and if they wanted to get more information, they could call there?
792-5259.
Okay.
They're open every night.
All righty. Well, we appreciate you being with us, and now it's our turn to see if we can do better at bowling than Doug's guess. I don't know. They were pretty good. I think she got like missed only one pin. So let's head on out this way. If you'll just go ahead and take off your mics, and we'll head out this way, and we see the aftermath of where Nazar used to be, and we say, "How you doing? Look, oh, you're such a cutie. Hi, Casey. How you doing? You doing okay? All right, thanks. Hi, babe. How you doing? Good. All righty. So we step on out here, and those are mic cords, sorry. This is Dave and Excalibur. So who wants to go first? Wait, which one's the expert bowler? I heard one of you was an expert bowler. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Owen's going to go first. All righty. Now, do you have any technique for, like, preparing to bowl? No. Just go for it. Huh? Okay. And and down there, you got to wave, because that's James. Say hi to James. Say, James, how you doing down there? That's cool. James? Yeah, he's going to catch your ball, so don't hurt him. All righty. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the single pin. You know what, though? There's 9 more left. So that means you got to pick this one up. And you got to hit the other 9. Oh, we're going to go again. That means leave that. There we go. Hey. All righty. And it's looking like, oh, you missed. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel very good.
You don't feel very good about it, huh?
No,
oh, I'm sorry. Well, we're going to ask James to run down here with the balls. Oh, he's going to throw them at us. Okay, very well. Okay, so you know what? We'll look at the replay real quick. Oh, jeez. We're going to look at the replay real quick and see. Oh, okay, or maybe not. We're not going to look at the replay. Why don't you go ahead and, oh, here we go. Here's the replay. Look. Oh, and he missed. Oh, well, that's too bad. All right, here we go. Sean's going to do it for us here. And, oh, there we go. 1 pin. Oh, nice. It's a strike. And you know what's funny? Is he told me that he couldn't bowl. That's what's so good about this. How do you feel about that?
I'm just really lucky.
He feels great. He feels great. Well, this is the Tuesday show, and okay, this is the Tuesday show, and I'm hoping they won't do Kung Fu on me. But we'll see you later. Don't go away, all right? Bye-bye.
If you have asthma or emphysema and you think there's nothing you can do about it, call 1-800-222-LUNG. That's Lung Line. You'll talk to a specially trained nurse who has information that can make a difference. Call Lung Line at 1-800-222-LUNG.
Pictures of hope from ChildReach. Families and communities freeing themselves from the world's cruelest poverty with the help of ChildReach sponsorship. If you'd like to be part of these wonderful pictures, call 1-800-346-1100.
I always thought my dad collected U.S. savings bonds. He was really helping to ensure the future. His and mine.
For 35 years, Peace Corps volunteers around the world have been helping people help themselves. Peace Corps for 35 years, changing America and changing the world.
I'm telling you, that's such great music. Box it up, sell it, we're going to get it out of here. Sean, the second person to get a strike, and he feels great about that. We're going to make sure and do that cool thing. All right, well, one of the things that is very cool about our place here is that we get to do cool things like fly in planes and do fun stuff like that. We've always said our director had his head in the clouds, so therefore he stayed there. This is our package, Jamie's package, on air combat.
For over 80 years, men and women have engaged in one of the most lethal forms of combat, air combat. Now, thanks to this company, regular civilians can see what it's like. Now, we're not talking simulators here. We're talking real planes, real action, and you at the controls. But have no fear, because sitting next to you is a highly trained pilot with years of experience.
Most of us are military trained, and a lot of guys are retired from the service, and they just don't want to give it up. You know, you get into aviation, and I was out of it for a long time, and I missed it every day. And this is the best kind of flying in the world. You know, you're out there, you're playing with the airplane, you're making it do what you want to instead of just sitting, you know, staring out into space, like a lot of flying jobs.
And not just Tom Cruise types can have this kind of fun. People from all walks of life seem to enjoy it.
We had some Korean War fighter pilots who hadn't flown since then. On Valentine's Day, we had couples flying. I had a pro golfer out there with his girlfriend. She flew real well. She'd never been in a plane before. Doctors, lawyers, almost anything. It's cross-section of everybody.
While for many people, ground-based simulators are good enough, there are some people that crave true life excitement.
I think it's the competitive nature, and it's a lot of fun, and it's an area most people have seen on TV or read about or something like this, and here they get to actually go out and simulate it, try it. Well, it's not simulated, we're actually out hassling them. The whole Top Gun thing.
I think a lot of people, when they're small, they want to do this. They want to be a fighter pilot. They want to be in the Air Force, and they get a chance to come out here and really do it. For whatever reason in their life, they couldn't come out and really do it, so they get a chance here, and we let them go out and pull some G's and have some fun.
And the customers who go up into the Wild Blue Yonder seem to have the time of their lives.
It was a total blast. It's better than like any roller coaster ride you'll ever go on. I mean, it's totally, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, you're flying a plane. I mean, I've never even flown before. This is like my first flight ever. And I'm over there like doing barrel rolls and dogfighting. It's just a chance to step out of your regular routine. It's not something you get to do every day. It's definitely an experience.
With adventure in mind, people are climbing into cockpits and braving the skies. For information on air combat, you can call 1-800-522-7590. For the Tuesday Show, I'm Jamie Datz.
Boy, they get to do a lot of fun here on the Tuesday Show, don't they? Air combat, laser tag up in the sky. Congratulations, Jamie, and I understand he did not get air sick on that one. We sent Nazar on the way, and he's heading towards the post office. And earlier today, we sent our reporter out there, Jeff Orr, to take a look at the line at the post office and people dumping their mail off. And here you see the mailboxes. The post offices are open until midnight tonight, the main one on Dusterberry. And they had special signs up there, and people literally were driving by and just tossing their tax returns into a large bin. I say, you know what, probably if you just brought a card out there and stood there, people would just start tossing you checks. Of course, they're made out to the IRS. But I understand now we have Nazar on the line. He's on a cell phone, and you've reached the post office. Is that true, Nazar? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, Doug.
Okay, you're in the cell phone now?
Yep.
And you're at the post office.
Yeah, hold on. All right, I'm in now. I was just opening the door right there.
Okay.
How you doing, man?
All right.
Go ahead.
Is it crowded down there?
It's really crowded, man. The lines are almost. I just got it lucky because I'm the first person to get into the door right now. Like past the door mark, there's a line behind me still too, and a line in front of me, pretty long.
Okay. And does the crowd look unruly? How's it going?
You know, it looks all right, but some people are just sitting there picking their noses, just really happy. They got a lot of Burger King and stuff with them because I guess I was talking to one lady, and she said she hadn't eaten all day because she was so worried. and we were sharing stories, but I don't know, she jumped out of line for a minute, so I cut. So sorry, I had to do it.
Good for you.
Oh, how you doing, Mr. Morrison? Nice to see you. Late too, huh? All right. Bye-bye. That was Mayor, you know.
You making friends there in line, Nazar?
Yeah, just talking to some people. I mean, what else can... Oh, hold on. No, I'm number 69. Come on, I'm 69. I just lost my number.
Oh, sorry about it. Anybody else doing your returns in line there?
You know what? I see a couple of people on the desk sitting there and just filing out some stuff. That was me a minute ago. How's things going in the studio?
It's going good. As I understand, the snake is secure in the bag that's moving there behind the old desk there. That's right.
They got you pretty good there, Doug.
Well, good luck. Good luck, Nazar.
All right, thanks, Doug.
And glad we got squared away. Now we got to take care of Heather and getting her returns in on time, huh?
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe this year.
This year you'll get it done? Okay.
Did I just say that on television?
Yeah, you just told the whole world the returns aren't ready.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to bring this edition of the Tuesday show to a close. Does that sound right to you?
It sounds pretty
we
darn
got
close.
Nazar squared away, and then we also have you got to do yours.
Yeah, I got to do mine.
3 hours left, man. Here's Nazar's paperwork. You still have some left over. You might want to use some of these receipts too, I think.
Okay.
You can see what's going on with that, okay?
What is that?
No?
No, I have no idea. All right.
Okay, and also, let's not forget that we have dinner. If you'd like to be a guest, on our show, you need to give us a call at 659-6189. That's our on-air line. And do we have time to take a call? Is that true? I'm not getting indication. There's the phone number. That if you'd like to be our next dinner guest up here, you want to give us a call right now.
It's gourmet food, and it's free.
Yeah, we got brownies now for dessert. We got brownies, so it's better than the Oreo cookie sampler plate we had last time. Give us a call, 659-6189, and be here. No one's calling. Okay, fine. Well, we'll just eat the brownie.
If you're sitting at home,
eat the brownie
by
ourselves.
the phone, call.
That's right. You can do that. Okay. That's going to officially do it, I was just told, for this edition of the Tuesday show. We want to thank your guests.
Yes, Owen Orell and Burgess. Sean Burgess. Hello. You know, it's live. It's television. It's Kung Fu.
And Jean Capozzo and Randy Gates from the Sulphur Creek Nature Center. And we want to thank our guests, and we have Thor, the red-tailed hawk, and the snake and all that kind of stuff too. So, another exciting week for us here. Thanks for watching. We want to see you again next week right here on the Tuesday show live from Maloney College. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye-bye. Take care.